It was still hard to slow it down. We still went, at 35-pounder boost, we went 585 at 260.
Oh my God.
So, like, seriously, guys, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, why the turbo instead of everything else?
I'm an old guy, man. I don't like them loud and shaky, and my teeth will fall out when you so look at all the blown guys. They've got no teeth.
We posted up a video of Zeta's car on our YouTube channel, Platinum Racing Products feature on the car.
Yep. Zeta's not doing anything with the car at the moment, so I'm glad you are, mate. Thank you.
This is true.
Look,
I'm going to do something special, mate.
You've built a beautiful show car.
I'm taking it to Cots.
Oh, he's taking it to Cots now, mate, honestly.
I'm loving the sound.
Yep, I think it's pretty good.
Let's go on the blue ball.
You got it?
Yeah.
What was it?
He broke the seat.
He's a dickhead. He's a dickhead.
The fast life, the fast living. They see the ambition, they know I'm past driven. Look, we are not the same, this is not a game. I've been swerving through the city in and out of lanes. Yeah, cause if I see it, then I want it, then you better know I got it. Ain't no options, I'm about to do the damn thing. I'm an outlaw, you can never catch me. I'm in first place, you can never. These are the moments, only got one life. This is your moment, whether wrong or right.
All right, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop. All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 32 of That's Racing. I don't know if you guys haven't realised, but the last few sessions have been right up our alley.
Your alley.
Your alley.
Wow.
Oh, our alley.
Our alley. Your alley. And it's ultimately because a lot of the time we've been talking about drag racing and, how great it is. But I think another thing that's important and another thing we need to talk about is the setup here and the effort that the guys behind the scenes have gone through to put together such an awesome podcast, and behind the lighting, the cameras, to now the rugs and the way they've hidden the cables, it's next level. And
I don't know how you got Channel 9 here to do this stuff, to be honest with you.
Looks like we got 9, 10 and 7.
I'm impressed.
Fuck it off, Tom. Well done.
Tom, thank you very much, mate. Your efforts are certainly not unnoticed, and I think the comments are resonating well with the viewers, and thank you. We appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Now that we've got the formalities and the housekeeping issues out of the way, we've got Greg Mauler and Con from CMV and Vic in the background to talk about the recent success with your twin-turbo Proline Hemi.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having us.
And we need to learn a bit of a background story on you boys, I think I want to learn a bit of history of where you guys started and where it all began.
Yeah, like how old are you? Where'd you come from?
Well, I don't think age is an important factor, but I think, we'd like to know how old you are.
A little bit older than you guys, so respect your elders, yeah?
The fuck made you get into cars?
Where to start?
My cousin, actually. My cousin Pep. I was the youngest cousin, and obviously they were in the cars, and from escorts to all the above four-cylinder stuff that you do when you're young and whatnot. And then we ended up with Cortinas. So,
At what age was this?
17. Right? Yeah, 17. And my first...
15 years ago?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Was that always like in the drag racing setting, or was it like street racing?
No, there was street racing. Obviously when you're young and stupid, you'll do those stupid things, and times are different compared to the days that we used to have back then. But it started off, I guess drag racing started off in a Cortina. I remember across the road at the old Eastern Creek where you used to do that special racing that goes up and down.
Special Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
The one that the crowds love.
The crowds love it. Well, not that. They love the Cots now.
Yeah.
Cots is where it's at.
So back then, back in the days there, that was like drag racing back then was, the crowds were out of control. It was awesome. And they'd have like the triple challenge where they had the V8 supercars going, drag racing going. I can't remember what the other one was, but it was really...
When are we talking? What time frame here?
1988.
No, 90s.
90s, yeah.
So 90s. You're looking at Con as if he's been with you that whole time,
I've known
has
the
he?
boys for a long, long time.
Really?
He wasn't... We've been sort of, about 25 years or 20-odd years doing our thing.
That's a relationship.
Yeah, it has been. It's a very...
It's like a life sentence there, mate.
Poor Con. But yeah, and Vic. But we've been racing my RX-4 back in the days when it had the nitrous. It still has got nitrous.
I remember that.
Wait, it's not a rotary?
No, it wasn't a rotary. It was a V8.
Single leaf.
I raced him one day.
Big
Spring
shot of
leaf, yeah,
gas.
spring leaf string. It was a pro street.
It was
car.
a 7-second radial car.
We raced, do you
Yeah.
remember, at Quarter Park in my RX3, the green one, Pack 275?
Okay, yeah.
We had a race.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. I can't remember. I think you did beat me. I think you did beat me.
That means you won.
No. You killed me. I can't remember. Well, fuck, bro. You were running, I think, sevens at the time?
Yeah, yeah.
Like deep
Back
into
then.
the sevens. I was still running mid-eights.
And that's like a pretty much a stock chassis car, leaf spring, single spring car. Like,
Why'd you go V8 over rotor?
it was the thing, and that's an original 13B RX4 pointy nose car. So it was.
Well, I guess
I
back
drove
then-
that home from Guildford. I bought it from Guildford.
Yeah.
From
Sounds
some guy
about right.
there, and and it had the rotor in it. And the next day, me and my mate basically lifted the motor up with a pipe, and blue bin. Straight into the blue bin.
You should respect that engine, mate.
Yeah, I should have.
Because, like-
it's worth a lot of money now.
Oh, bang for buck. Hands down, bang for buck, those motors there, like what are they? Like 70 cubic inches or something ridiculous?
Whatever they are, and they make the power.
They're making more power per cubic
Yeah.
inch than a top fuel dragster, just so we're clear.
Is that now or back then?
yeah.
Buck?
No, now. Back then, they were
Well,
fucking...
my first street race was in a actual RX4, original 13B pre-fuel port. I think they were. Is that what they
PP.
said?
yeah,
whatever it
loud
was.
thing, eh?
Yeah, I was like 15 and I was driving my mate's car, and he goes, he was known as the king of the street back then, and the guy that was always pushing to race him. And my mate's RX4 was immaculate. It was yellow. The thing was awesome. Anyway, so cut a long story short, I drove it and we beat the guy, and the guy was like, but I shouldn't talk. We never used to do those things, kids.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, don't.
It was a long time ago.
Don't listen to what.
Look, you couldn't be going
don't
that
listen to what
fast
I
in a
preach.
13 BPP anyway.
No, but it was fast step.
But it was.
Yeah.
It was.
probably hit
good old
100K.
days. Yeah, it's different. Look, today you'll go and buy. My daughter's little A-class Merc is faster than what we used to drive. back
So
then.
when you like had that experience in the rotary, what made you want to take it out of yours to put it?
Oh look, it was Cortinas whatnot, and then I just thought of lightweight. I was just thinking, wait, it was either a Capri or an RX4. I wanted to be different, all the rest of it. And back then we had the DiMaggio brothers. They were all RX4 boys with the V8s in it, and it's like, well,
Let's do that.
let's do that. So that's basically what I did, and hit it from there. And actually, when I first put a V8 in that, it had a top loader 4-speed in it. So you sidestep the clutch in that thing, and you had a ball. So even in fourth gear. So and then it just started turning into racing it and drag racing.
What power did that car make back then? Like, what was fast?
Fast.
Not at the end. The end we had a decent engine.
Oh yeah, no. In the end, the engine makes
960,
960,
yeah.
960 aspirated.
And spray 400 on top.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good power.
It's good.
Yeah.
Were you
And that's like
It was
15
like on the
years
hit.
ago. Yeah.
Were you building it yourself, or was Con involved back
No,
then?
No, we were building
Oh, so
it.
you did you have your own shop back then, or
Yeah,
no?
I've had the shop for nearly 40 years, man.
Oh, holy shit!
He doesn't know anything about CMV. I told him he
He's
would.
older than me. Us as kids used to look
40
after them
years.
guys.
I'm 65.
Yeah.
So I know I look good for 65.
You look very good for 65.
But we started young too. Like we did the same thing as Greg. Obviously, we didn't know each other when I was that age because he was probably young.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
same
still
deal.
a nice
When he said
feeling, that's
it,
head.
When did how old were you when you started the shop?
20 something, early 20s. Yeah.
I guess there weren't much performance shops back then, right? Or
Man, to be honest with you, I didn't really pay attention. We were just street races that turned the business into the passion into a business.
so you guys just doing it for mates when you first started?
Yeah, our reputation for racing on the street was there before we had a shop.
No way.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
It was pretty full on.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow. And
And then we
And
had
they
to make it
rotaries.
legit.
And they had rotaries too.
Yeah, Vic had a rotary.
Yeah,
Vic had a
Vic
quick.
had a blown rotary.
Well, before the blind car, he had a RX3 coupe. There was an immaculate coupe, Bridgeport in it. Alexander Rotary back then built the engine for us. We were good mates with Phil, who became Rickshaw Rotary later.
Yep.
And yeah, then because we were mates with Phil, we had a Group C engine that was pre-fuel port. He said, "Why don't you take that and put a blower on it?" Because we were talking about putting a blower on it, and we did it, and it was really fun. The car was awesome,
Yeah.
But
Rotary's best, mate. Well,
it was.
best street car.
Look, inefficient engine, but you throw everything at it and they work. That's as simple as that, right?
In an NA setting, and I think a lot of the viewers have been asking to talk about rotors, so I'm glad that we're doing it now.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
something we haven't really touched too
But like
much on.
in
Right?
an NA setting, man, those
We haven't
things go
congratulated the
forever
fast
in a day. You could
Yeah.
throw the kitchen sink at them and they'll go forever. man.
Look, let's face it.
Maybe
they
not
were
back
great.
then.
In the day, they were like, my brother's a good manual driver, eh? His coupe was a manual coupe. The thing had a locker diff in it. It was an awesome car, roll cage. He used to shift gear, and I'd be sitting next to him going, how the hell did he just do that? I've always raced auto cars my whole life.
So why did he get out of? Why didn't Why didn't Vic ever take up that like racing side? Is he always been?
No, he did. We
He
built
used to
a
race
coupe
that?
drag car that,
Yeah.
like I said, back in the day, and we were going to run the rotary with the turbo before most rotary guys were turbo. So we had a problem at the shop where we had at the panel shop, Archie's my mates.
That's right. He got caught on fire or something.
No, they put the car on the side, took the diff out, it had magnesium housing diff in it, 4-link, and basically put us back. And we just said, well, what are we going to do? We're going to go rotor or V8? We said, Rod said, I got it. But they used to have crash trucks. They used to chase accidents back then, like small block Chevs.
Yeah.
He said, take one of the truck motors. Okay. So we put a small block in it, 2 stages of gas. He used to top qualify super sedan.
Wow.
Like the car used to, the
Wheel
people used to
stand like
push.
crazy.
No, you don't understand.
That's
It used to
mad.
run 8's the car back then, but the car used to wheel stand on one wheel.
Yeah.
Like Packy came up to me when he first ran that car. It almost flipped because we didn't have wheelie bars on it. And George goes, man, the car almost went over. What happened? I go, it's a V8, bro. I swear to God, that's exactly how it went. I didn't even see the wheel stand. I turned up late.
Yeah.
But we sorted it out, put wheelie bars on it that night
Wow.
and came back out the next day.
That's
So
insane.
you've always loved gas and V8.
Yeah, they were
definitely.
known as the
Definitely.
NOS guys. Yeah, they were in Australia.
V8.
That's the guys. V8s and
Was it
nitrous
always you and your
things.
brother? So you and your brother
Yeah.
started off and then just kicked it off to where you are today?
100%.
How did you two end up meeting?
Well,
Racing this RX4.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. So it was more because they were the nitrous guys and whatnot, and then I don't know. It was more the back in the days we was doing the Pro Street stuff and so forth, and we just clicked. I think I rang them for a part or something that I needed and whatnot, and then we just clicked, and it was like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't, his advice or whatever, and then all of a sudden, they got
25
stuck with
years
me.
later.
Yeah. Here we are, running a pro mod. So
And where did your passion start for, like, to get into cars, Con?
Me?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything else since I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
It was just a natural thing for me.
Yeah.
My parents hated it because they wanted us to do something else.
It's usually stemmed from like a dad or an uncle or something, usually, but no, you just.
my dad,
mate, we
my
did it
dad
on our
even
own.
now, my dad always used to say to me, I'm going to cut the bloody thing in half.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, I wasn't a fan.
I'm going to hate it.
Same.
Yeah.
same
Even now, if he sees what he looks at me and he just goes, son, I don't understand.
So he's the man to talk to.
He
to
would
tell
come.
him.
He would
What
come
are
and
you
watch me
talking
once,
about?
and he's seen me race, and he goes, "I don't understand." He goes, "You're going and you're pushing harder, and then when you break it, you're happy. You put on the trailer and you come home and you're happy. And you just." He goes, "I don't understand the theory."
Bro, speaking of
Sounds like
dads,
most people that talk to us.
no, but speaking of dads, I'll never forget the day my dad saw my Pro Charge Hemi.
Yeah.
I've always raced like rotaries,
Yeah.
and he was always against it, What are you doing this for? You're stupid.
Yeah.
Then I've got this Pro Charge Hemi. He took it. It was in my factory indoors. Dad, come and see my new car. I swear to God, he came. I started it. He lost it. He didn't talk to me for a week. Are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself. He went and told my son, "Your dad's an idiot. I don't want to talk to him again." And he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
Well, we've
Straight.
got.
I had to go apologise to him. Like,
Yeah. No. Well, my
figure that one out.
That's so cool.
My car workshop, basically, just for the race car. The warehouse is right there, and then it's in a different yard. And then and Dad's shop to play around. He's a builder as well. He's next door, like together basically. And he sees me all the time, and he'll see the truck there, the car there, and it doesn't matter whoever comes and helps him. He always says to him, "He's stupid." He's just stupid. This is insane. Like so, but. When he sits around his mates and whatnot, he's proud as punch. Oh, my son,
You go faster there. Come here there.
It's everything.
He'll go to my son, who's 19, Terence, and he'll say to him, "Don't be stupid like your father. This is stupidity. Don't waste your money." Yeah. So yeah,
It's a love-hate relationship with drag racing.
It is. But
So
But yeah,
what
that's-
happened after that? So how did you? Yeah, where'd you
so
go
we,
from that?
we got from there, and then it was we used to go racing all the time, and the crew was me, Con, Vic, and Bill Perko. It was it was always us, whether we went to Melbourne or wherever we went, and it was
He's missing out this week.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to. I'm just trying to remember.
he's overseas
He's our
now.
missing link.
I'm just
He's
trying to
at the
remember.
moment.
Is this around the time that I was at the shop, Con, with the VL?
Just after. Yeah.
Just after?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right. So Billy's part of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. We're like brothers. Like he can't.
Like he's spewing. He's on holiday in Greece at the moment. He's going to miss out Jambo. So
Yeah, and usually his wife, he'll book stuff. His wife asks him, "Oh, what events have you got on?" And she'll book things to miss it, you know. But
Yeah.
this year it didn't happen. So
Knowledgeable guy. Very
Oh,
knowledgeable
he's a
guy.
gun.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we
What does Billy do?
Everything.
everything.
Does he work for?
no, he worked for me. He worked
yeah.
for me for about 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
And now he works for my mate Michael Moit.
Yeah.
So he's
He built my first VL in '98.
Oh wow.
no excuses
That's right. that
It's
one.
here.
Yeah.
And then it went to the shop when he got a job with
me.
with the boys, and then I ended up at the shop, and we ended up breaking the record for a little short time there.
Mate.
The fastest VL in the country.
We only had one go and we were on top, so that works
Why'd you only have one go?
because it was the fastest car. That's all that mattered at the time.
Good answer.
One and done. It was one and done.
Wait, is that the same VL that you had since
Nah, it's
98?
different.
number plate.
Same number plates, but
Oh,
it's a
okay.
different car.
Well, it's not the same. Then. Like, it's take the number plates off it.
Yeah.
Just
100%. So where'd you go from there, Greg? Like,
So yeah, so then we raced the Mazda and whatnot, and just I don't know. I think Vic and I were in the States. You know, we'd do this little spontaneous getaway. Like, hey, do you feel like going to Vegas and watching the races over there? A couple of the streetcar meetings over there. When I say streetcar, the pro mod stuff. And so we would take off on I don't know, we'd fly out on a Thursday or a Wednesday, and we'd be back on a Monday just to go watch the races. And then I ticked it. I said, you know what, I'm going to build a pro mod. That was it.
So what period was this? What time period was
About 8 years ago.
this? 8 years ago.
yeah.
And how fast had you gone before you decided?
No, in the RX4 750s or something,
Wow.
58, yeah,
Okay.
something like that back then.
Pretty quick still.
So it was, yeah. So it was
back
that.
then,
I was either
yeah.
going to buy a pro stock or that. So because I used to crew with pro stock stuff. So in the end, it was I said no, stuff that. So man, I ended up buying what I've got now from the Moitz guys.
so how'd that happen? Did you ask him?
They knew, no. So what happened was that I was going to order a new car. I was just going to go find the car or whatever and build one. And then Con obviously mentioned it. The black car, which is my car at the moment, was just sitting in, there was no class to race it in or anything like that. And that's when Chock said, hey, I've got a car here, let's talk and whatever. And obviously Paul was driving it and was involved at the time with Moitz. And so, yeah, and then the deal was done. It was more...
This was the car that Paul was talking to us about when he was on the podcast that he drove, and at the time it was the fastest.
In America, yeah. So we were there in America with it and whatnot, and it was in America.
It went 274, didn't it?
Yeah.
In America,
73, yeah, it went 73 in America.
Oh, 74.
Was it 74? And we went faster again here. A
Little bit quicker, I think.
we went a little bit quicker, and we went in 2021 with the 481X in it, stage 2 481X in it. We went 550.
Flat, yeah.
What's
and
a
just over.
481X?
So it's a Pro line. So it's based in between a big block /
A big block Chev
yeah.
in billet version, but
yeah.
better cam angle, push rod stuff, make it better.
Yeah,
Basically.
pretty much. And that was a Pro line. That's what Pro line used to, before the Hemis come along, it was all that. So it was an AJ, Alan Johnson motor. And that's what the car had in it. Twin turbo, all the rest of it. And we raced the car as it was, pretty much. They had already bought the Slammer and they were racing the Slammer. And we just took it on, created our program, and as we went on, we developed it and refined it and learned more about it and all the rest of it, and everything was done just between us, you know. And we had that car so reliable that it was like a bracket car. That car would run 560s all day without...
So tell us, when you first bought the car and got in for the first time, you're going from a 7-second car to like, what was your first full pass in that car?
590?
590.
Wow.
So,
Massive difference.
yeah, so
How did that feel?
I'll tell you, as I was getting towed out, I'm talking to myself and I'm going, what the fuck have you done? I was like, you know, so we're going through the staging lanes, all the rest of it, and then obviously get in it and fire it up and whatnot, and to do a burnout in it, we did all right. Yeah. So all the procedure, licensing, all the rest of it. But yeah, after that first burnout, after the first hit, it shook the tyre off the first hit. I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong or what it was? But then as we went through and started getting on top of it and all the rest of it, it was a 590 full pass, my first pass. Billy Stockland was there at the time and he was giving me the pointers too when he was tuning the boys' car. At one stage, I drove it hard.
I was going to say.
So, yeah, and he came back and goes, I want to talk to you. And then he went off at
No, he had to go at me on the start line. He goes like, are you trying to kill him?
Yeah.
I go, no, he should have boarded the run because he was going to the center line.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're in the car at the time, it's hard. We can't say anything to the driver. He's got to make a call.
Especially on your first run too, I guess like it's the first time feeling everything what the car's doing.
But you feel the car like, I don't know, I guess, you know, some people have got it and some people don't. It doesn't matter what car I hop in, I can feel the car. You got to sort of zone yourself into. People always say to me, how do you drive that thing?
You almost become one with the car, right?
Yeah, you have to. So I come back and I'll report the Con before even it gets his data. I go, the car's doing this, car's doing that, it's rich, it's blah, 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 blah. And he's like, he gets in there.
Then I tell him the truth.
Yeah. so we'll start, you know, the argument will start, you know, as we know. And then you'll, you know, see a bunch of Greeks in the truck screaming and yelling between.
Does that happen a lot?
Huh?
Does that happen a lot? The yelling and screaming?
That's standard.
Not really.
Not really.
We're pretty good.
He screams, I just relax and have coffee.
There's yelling and then there's yelling.
Yeah.
Most of the racing you guys were doing back then, are you guys racing for a number or are you actually doing heads-up proper drag racing?
No, back then it was just heads-up racing, and then eventually...
So I 80 this bloke, man.
Well, I'm just
I know
asking
where
a
he's going with
question.
it. I know exactly
I'm
where he's
asking
going
a
with
proper
it.
question. So you guys are proper
question.
drag racers.
Go for an episode on the road.
I don't even know where he's going.
Look,
Am I falling into something here?
No. Look,
I'll tell you what the deal is.
Look, I'll tell you what it is. I've learnt a lot about drag racing, and one of the biggest things I have learnt, there are proper drag racers, and then there are time board queens. I'm just trying to figure out where these boys sit.
They're
proper drag
racers.
But in doing so, just so I can be clear about something here,
Yeah.
in doing so, he's attacking me.
Okay.
In that he says, that's exactly what he's trying to do, that I'm a time board queen.
Well, that'll change now. Maybe
Because
that'll change now.
You'll be all right.
But I tried to explain to him last time, but they didn't let me explain it properly before they started attacking me, right?
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
I'm all ears.
I just want to make sure the mic's good. Can everyone hear me? Just so we're clear. And Con, I'm glad that Con and Vic's over there. Vic, jump up if I'm saying something wrong, mate. When I used to race, and I said this last time, we had one event to race at with the radial car.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
So how can I go and race at multiple events and do multiple things if there was only one event that you could race at?
In New South Wales or in the whole country?
In the whole country, there was only Kenda.
Yep.
And every single Kenda, I was there racing.
Yep.
So any other opportunity to go racing, I'd book the track and I'd go.
Is that on the radio?
And yes, I'm going. Yeah, on the radio. And yes, I'm trying to run as fast as I can. Call it a time board queen if you want. But the reality is, there was only one meeting I could race at.
You could have put a bigger tyre and raced at other events.
Stop.
What? Yeah.
You could have. True.
Yeah, true.
Let's see what happens now.
Andrew,
He's converted
your
now.
defense.
I got you. You don't understand the drag stuff.
He can joke all he likes. You try to race, and that's all it takes. When you got the passion like Andrew has, I'm going to stick up for him now.
Yep.
He definitely wanted to race. It was never about the time board on its own. Part of it is the time board, of course.
Was that before or after the toe?
You know, when he grew up and got out of the rotary,
Nice.
that's when he started becoming a racer.
Yeah.
That's reality. Of
Now,
what
look,
happened.
I must admit, the V8s are really doing it for me now, and like you can
they
see what
should.
you guys are doing and everything that's happening in this scene. You know, between Greg and Rika and Zeta's car. Now, relax, man. I'm giving you a compliment. Chill.
No, I was
Defensive. Far out.
I'm waiting to comment on the back of those. On the back.
No,
of
I'm
Take
just
the
saying
win, bro. Take
it's.
the win.
I don't think that it was such a big enough scene in 2 years ago from now and plus. And I don't think it was as competitive. And yes, there were cars coming out and people were going fast here and there and stuff like that. But now it's more accessible. There's, you can just go to most
There's
test
more,
days
there is.
and see
There's
people
a lot
go really
more out
fast.
there now, and there's
So it's impressive. Like compared to America and what they're doing over there and the amount of events that they have on,
And their prize money. Fuck,
and and the crowds and everything
$1 million.
else.
I want to fly the car over there.
The reality is,
for
like,
$1 million, I'll walk there.
when you stop and think about it, in the last year, we've got my car, we've got Ricker's car, we've got Greg's car, we've got Zabolik's new car. There's a few other cars that are coming out. Joe Profab.
Yep.
There's a few others that are coming out as well. It's like, man, we've got a really, really awesome, strong
you have,
field.
and I think a lot of it started like when we. So what happened was I didn't have anywhere to race. Like,
in other
we
words,
go
Matt,
race-
buy a Promod.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
It wouldn't happen. It's like, well, what are we going to do? And then, Joseph Sama approached me and he said, let's create a class. Let's do something. And that's where we started.
I've got a bone to
Pro-Mod
pick
class.
with you on that, mate.
But-
585
Yeah.
tosses.
Well, again,
Wait. Can we go back?
Gay, 585.
Can I ask why you had to create this class?
because there wasn't a class for these type of cars to race. So Door Slammer wouldn't let us in. So because of technology, because of whatever politics, they're old school.
Yeah.
And they stick, with all,
Whatever it was.
the mechanical ejection and all that sort of stuff. So,
So
it
who
is what
picked
it
the
is.
585 number?
Gay.
I did actually.
Oh, really?
Together with, because what was happening is that we'd go to a meeting and they'd go, it's checkbook racing. You're going to be winning all the time. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. So for us, it wasn't only me. It was Soma as well. So we created an association and basically a proper registered association. We did everything properly. And we said to the boys, what do you guys feel like? Every time we'd have meetings, everyone would say, it's checkbook racing. Whoever's got the biggest checkbook's always going to win, blah, 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 blah. So in the end, rather than having rules and who's going to police all these rules and whatnot, we ended up saying, I said, well, how about we just put a time on the board and just race to that and don't worry about weigh-ins and turbo sizes and all that sort of stuff. And that's where we all turned around, and I remember sitting amongst a lot of guys that had door slammers parked up that couldn't race in the door slammer because it was too expensive to do that sort of stuff. So they ended up throwing, I said, it's 585, okay, because at that time I was always the fastest. And it didn't matter what event we were going to, and they were only exhibition classes that I was racing in, you'd win them because there was only half a dozen cars. There wasn't much, me and Campo and whatnot. But so that's how it all started, and it started growing. And you can see this, it does. Was I a fan of it? Man, 585 is hard to do. I'll tell you guys, it's not an easy. And my car, like now, won't go back. We won't be going back to a 585.
When you say
thing.
it's hard to do, as in it's hard to slow the car down to do that?
It is hard to slow the car down to do that.
That's exactly what he said.
That's
it
so
is.
cool.
We kept on, like with this new setup that we put in the car.
You went
turbo
backwards
Hemi.
3 times before you went forward.
No,
eh?
we couldn't do it. We can't do it. In the end, just now, we made the decision. We said, that's it. Forget the 585 thing. We've got to get another car to do that. This car isn't for that, especially at the level that we've done it. It's been built to send, pretty much. So...
what was the slowest you've tried to get close to 585? Like, what could you even do? As just taking all the power out, what did it end up at?
Look, to be honest with you,
it was like 30 pound of boost.
Yeah, with the Hemi, we're at 35 pound of boost to slow it down.
Yeah.
And it was still hard to slow it down. We still went, at 35 pound of boost, we went 585 at 260.
Oh my God.
So, seriously, guys, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
If you've got a car that can go flat out and run the number, it's a better car to race.
That's insane.
Right.
These combos here, and it's like Eric Dillard from Proline goes, you don't understand, Greg, these engines in these cars want to rip the car apart. And it's true, especially, we've pretty much worked it out. And, we kept on getting told, 585, you guys have got the wrong combination for 585. And here we are thinking, we're going to be going all day, with 30 pounds of boost, this thing's going to...
Yeah.
But the car, upgrading the front end, upgrading the rear end, upgrading everything on that car.
Give us some specs on your car now, Greg, because obviously
Yeah, we wanna
it's just gone really fast, and congratulations on that.
I can't shit now.
So tell us, what have you got in it?
So it's a Tim McCamus car, 2014 model that was built back then. It's had a lot of upgrades, and Moit's Motor Cars, which is Glenn's, Davis, Skip, he looks after all the chassis stuff on it, and he's the only one that's ever done the work on that car. From the day the car was brought here into the country or owned by Moit's. So it's had a number of upgrades, the front end, the rear end. We keep on chipping away and giving the latest updates as what Andrew's car's got today. His is a Bickle car, different story. But it keeps on getting upgraded. So, yeah, suspension-wise, I run Kinetic. Andrew's got Kinetic as well.
Engine?
Engine is a Proline Alan Johnson Hemi in it.
MH7.
But it's only, MH7, but it's only a 540 cuber. Okay. Where Andrew's is a 568 cube or something like that, nearly a 570
Little
cuber.
bit blown or turbo?
Turbocharged, twin turbo.
What turbos are you running on it?
I've got Precisions on it, 98s. No secret about that.
Fuel system?
Fuel system
Fuel tech?
is the ECU's is Fuel Tech in it. The gearbox and converter is a Mark Mickey, which is an M&M transmission deal in it.
10.5-inch diff, 11-inch diff. What do you do? Up the
No,
back
it's
there?
just got a 10.5-inch diff in it. A billet 10.5
floaters,
inch
obviously.
floaters. It's a billet diff, not a sheet metal diff.
Why did you go turbos over blown?
That's what we were talking about last time, but it's interesting.
Or Pro Charge?
Why the turbo instead of everything else?
I'm an old guy, man. I don't like them loud and shaky, and my teeth will fall out when you so look at all the blown guys. They've got no teeth.
Just for the people that don't know, turbos shut an engine up.
Yeah.
Rotors,
Yep.
not an NA, nightmare. It'll blow your eardrums out. Put a turbo on it, it shuts it up.
Correct. So turbo cars.
How much power did your
That's
car
because
make
all
now?
those gases that would naturally come out of the Zoomies are now getting pushed into a turbo.
Out of a turbine and get compressed. And
Power-wise, look, I've never, on the dyno, we've never pushed it. I'm not a fan of doing that sort of stuff, but it'll make the numbers that the boys' cars make. Whatever, any twin turbo Hemi that does that, you can go ahead and smash them on the dyno, and it'll do that. It'll make over
What is that?
5,000.
Yeah, over
over
5,000.
5,000. Yeah, 5.5. What do they make? 5,400.
Yeah,
They'll make
just shy of
Yeah.
54.
That's crazy, man.
so basically the same package
Same
as what
setup.
you've got.
Yeah. So we built, actually, he still had his Camaro, the Pro Charge deal before he built this car when we had already done this, and we were twisting his arm to convince him to go
Talk to the mic.
twin turbo thing.
I was always,
But
and
it
I've
was-
said it
yeah.
before, I've always been on the fence, I've always a blower guy. I love that menacing look of a blower and the sound of them. They're insane,
When we were in the States with this car, and the amount of time, I'm putting a screw blower on it.
We went to the States to watch the World Series of Pro Mod, me, him, and
Man, he was
and
doing
I
it,
was
yeah.
in always two minds, but it was a Todd Moyer deal that really sealed it for me. man.
Man, that car's
345,
Gangster.
5.1. I'm like, yep,
That car's gangster.
we want a piece of that fucking.
I
power.
heard
and
he-
lifted.
I heard he lifted because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
windscreen started caving inwards.
It's,
No way.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just,
how fast it was
I
going.
tell you now, what we did on last Wednesday, it was.
What did you do last Wednesday, by the way?
Okay, so last Wednesday we went out getting ready for Jambo, and obviously pushing testing basically, trying to find our feet with the setup in the car, because we never really pushed the car where it is at the moment. Well, we always chased the 585 thing with it, right? So apart from when we first come out, I think we went pretty quick in the 60 back then, and it went like a 559 or something like that. Something like
at
that. Something
250.
dumb. Yeah, at 250. And then we said, no, let's just focus on 585. And every time we went out, we tried to do it, and the car just didn't want it. It wouldn't take it. So I said, okay, this Jambo thing came up, and I said, let's go. We weren't chasing the Pro Mod Champion Series anymore. We were just supporting it pretty much, just going on the back of stuff. And then towards the end, we did all the upgrades on it now, and said, you know what, let's go for it. And last Wednesday, we pretty much found our feet with it, and it went 548 at 242 with a lazy 60 and a back off. And the shoots out early, obviously,
Wow.
with those mile
Good
an hour.
size.
So the numbers are there. So, it was like, yeah.
If
It
you
was
could
crazy.
full send that,
Yeah.
what do you think it would go?
Oh, it usually gets 60 mile an hour in the back half easy. Yeah, so it would have.
It would have been 278 plus mile an hour. It's probably low 40s.
Yeah.
But, we're not swinging, guys.
30s.
That's just a run we put on the board.
Yeah.
We
weren't going for it. We were
Wow.
just going. We weren't chasing to go for the record or to beat Rika, or we're not interested in that. We were just interested in getting our tune up ready for
race
the
event.
race,
Yeah.
which is, you know, and
What you said before.
Yeah, it's
that's it,
17.
100%. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, okay.
there's 17 cars, there's 20 grand up, and it's
Yeah.
Jambo. It's
fun.
what we love doing. Heads
So
up
you're going to win
racing.
it?
Huh?
Are you going to win it?
We always go to
100%.
win. Every race I enter, I'll go to win.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you race me in a go-kart, I'm going
I'm
to
going
the
to
race
be
to
rooting
win.
for the turbos, code turbos. Woo! I might even be there.
So, yeah. So, and that's
sure you
pretty
got a
much
wedding
it.
on, man.
Can we make a reel about with that of Zeta going, woo? See how many views it gets.
32,000
Speaking of views,
coming up.
how does it feel, bro? Like, seriously.
No, you're right.
How
You're
does
gonna-
that feel? How does it feel that a dedicated RB channel?
How's it the RB channel?
You
It
know what?
is.
Everyone is.
Everything talks about is RB this and RB that.
It's
and
just that the whole world is so surprised that I'm impressed with a green V8. Everyone wants to watch and click, and they're loving it. So, is the trend?
I don't
gonna
want to say
continue?
anything until it's at the top of the list.
Wait, for
When
the
it's at
viewers,
top of
you've got
the
to
list-
explain to the viewers what you're actually talking about.
We posted up a video
Yep.
of Zeta's car on our YouTube channel, Platinum Racing Products feature on the car.
Yep.
As supporting the industry, motorsport, and my new friend Andrew Zeta. I love the car. It's a twin turbo Hemi. I appreciate it. I'm looking around it. We're asking questions. We had Mahaya
Just,
here filling
he's
us all in.
he's so appreciative of it. He's got a green phone case and green shoes on, mate.
And I don't know if you know me, but I like bright colours. Yeah, I like
you wanna bite?
anything fluoro. I like green. I like yellow. So I love the car, and obviously we put effort in, and Tom put effort into the video
Amazing effort,
feature
Tom.
of the car because it's a nice car. It's epic, and you know what? It's doing really
It's
well.
a fucking good show car.
Am I going to stop making all of our RB stuff and switch to Hemi stuff? No. Hell no.
You know what?
You know why? Because you'll go broke doing Hemi stuff because they don't want to be buying parts. They're all good.
Zeta's not doing anything with the car at the moment, so I'm glad you are, mate. Thank you.
This is true.
Look,
I'm
you
going
built
to do
a-
something special,
You
mate.
built a
I'm
beautiful
taking
show
it.
car.
I'm taking it to COTS.
Oh, he's taking it back now, mate. Honestly,
When's the next COTS?
30th of
There's a
August.
lot of comments
We're
on our
going.
YouTube video, people saying, bring it roll racing. And you know what? It's like, yeah, dumb comment. But you know what? Bring it roll racing. Let's do it. At least you can put it on display there with a bit of
Car
white
show.
sausage sizzle around it.
You know what? A lot of these roll races will be able to see what a proper drag car looks like.
Yeah, bring it to
Yeah.
the Special Olympics, as you call it, you guys.
And say, this is the real Olympics.
This is the real Olympics. If I drove it, but I
We're gonna
don't.
put, hey, I wanted like a marquee with Olympics.
Be careful what you wish for.
Anyway, enough of that. Tell us how the car felt, mate. What did it feel like?
what
I heard. I'm not going to say from who, but there was maybe like a bit of a moment where you like just had to lift because you got a little.
No,
scared,
it wasn't
maybe.
that. It wasn't that. It was always
I
we were
heard
pushing.
that too. I had old age kicked in.
Set the record straight.
Set the record straight. So we went out there, and it was always we're testing to the 1,000 at the most, right? It was more half track to the 1,000 because after that's all we need to work out what we're going to run. So we just kept on testing. Anyway, I think the run before it, we went 555 at 225, I think it was, and the car was a little bit. How you going? And I said to Con, the thing wants more power. You know, the more we feed in it, the better the car went. So Con, when he pulls the laptop, he goes, "You want fucking power? No worries, I'll fucking give you power." So anyway, so he punches in a couple of numbers, page up, page down, page sideways, whatever, and
it crashed.
the computer
shut down.
melted.
Actually,
and a bit of this, a bit of that, and let go of the button, and it was pretty much.
But it went dead straight.
Yeah. It was actually the easiest drive in the car for a long time.
Wow.
And it went straight down. It didn't even feel like. But put it this way, the G meter off the hit was a lot lower than what it was when the lockup come on. So basically, there was more G's after the hit.
And
when it came on, I was like, man, what the hell? Like,
when do you lock it up?
Yeah.
What gear?
just after, in second, pretty much, yeah. So for the viewers, what the lockup is, we tune the transmission to bits like a clutch, where you want to sort of bring in the hard lock and reduce the slip.
Does this vary from like car to car, or does everyone kind of do it the same?
It varies. It varies because even radio cars use it.
Yeah.
Like I had in my radio car.
Like is there a rule of thumb?
I had a two-stage lock, so there's a soft lock and a hard lock.
Yeah.
So like the soft lock would come on first, and then momentarily later the hard lock would come on.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the amount of pressure that. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
He's laughing at something.
No, we're not.
Something happened.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh, you might as well tell us now.
It's a lock-up of the torque converter for the people that are watching.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can have a hard lock or a soft lock. So
So it's basically you're controlling the gearbox with it all, but it's not only V8s. The six-cylinder guys that run autos run them as well. There's a couple of 2Js that run the Mark Mickey boxes, and I think there's an RB as well that runs a Mark Mickey box now, and that they've got lockups and whatnot. There you go. You've got one in the VL too.
Works mad.
Yeah. Yeah, not yet, but it works. Once they're sorted, they're right. And there's a knack to it, and there's a fine point to it too. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We've from us trying to find our feet with it, we hurt stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's drag racing.
Yeah, it's an aggressive.
You got to know.
Application.
Yeah, it is. And
There's a fine line between turning it on at the right point and
It
not
is.
turning it on.
Oh man, you could push even with our old setup with the 481X. If you lock it up at the wrong point, you'll push the head gaskets out of the motor.
So
Yeah,
what would
okay.
your car run without locking it up?
It won't. It'll just slip it.
Yeah, it'll just slip.
It'll just completely slip it.
I've done it. We've gone 550 with it. It's done it.
It's like
easy.
having a clutch that
went
isn't strong
five-
enough to hold the power. Just slip the clutch. It's the same.
it went, back then when we went 558 or 9, whatever it was, just recently, it was with no lockup at 931 in the 60. I think it went
936.
6 or whatever it was,
Wow.
and no lockup and the thing.
Sorry,
Had
can
a-
you say that again? What have you been in the 60s?
936.
930.
Oh my God, man.
Slipping, yeah, no lockup and
How does that feel? How many G's is that? Do you know?
Three and a half on the hit.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Still want to sell the car, apparently.
pardon me, yeah.
So have you had any
Show
moments?
me the money.
Have you had any moments with the car, Greg, that have scared you? Like, have you had any moments where
I've
you
tapped the
gone,
wall.
or not tapping the wall? Have you ever had any fast moments where you go, fuck, this is fast?
Maybe we went
When-
5
No,
Last week.
I don't know. No, not really. It's look, when you get in these cars, you got to zone in with what you're strapping yourself into. So we're strapping ourselves into missiles. It's not just me; it's anybody. So, you'll see at the track guys that have got it and guys that don't, and you just got to feel the car. Like you got to understand them. You're not totally different. Everyone goes, "Oh, how do you feel?" Like you got out of a Mazda that wheel stands half track and street car and blah 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 blah, and you hop into this, and it's a totally different.
The Pro mode's more safer.
Yeah, well, it actually feels better. It is. From my
'Cause it's built to do
RX4
it.
that I used to race and do wheel stands to half track, and I could do it with one hand, this thing feels a lot safer going down the track than what the RX4 did.
What's the aim? What do you want to run in that?
He wants to win.
I know you got a goal. What do you want to achieve in this
Look,
car?
we've never stressed over
not
breaking
DT.
records or anything
Like, he wants to go
We've
at
never
4.
done that.
Do you want to
We'll
do
go to
like
race
that?
day. We'll go to race day, and we used to do this all the time,
Yeah.
and we would say, okay, who's running the fastest? Oh, such and such is running, blah, blah, blah. I go, all right, well, we'll just put a 560 in it and let's just send it and just save the car. Because the harder you push, the more harder you're on the parts.
When you say I'll put a 560 in it, is it just like touching up the tune to run that 560?
to run that
Okay.
number. So we're dialing it in.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got data and we dial it in to
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Is it reliable running like 560s consistent?
Yeah, easy. The old setup was doing
560s.
it like
I'll laugh at you, mate.
yeah.
Well, what's the
Just
maintenance?
560s,
What's the
yeah,
maintenance
just
on a
560.
560 car like to keep it?
Wow.
Like, is it big maintenance?
No, not bad.
it's amazing to hear that
From a
third of
blower car
second-
to a turbo car, it's chalk and cheese.
A third of a
you can
second
like the
is
barbecue with a
difference
turbo
between
car.
a car being reliable and pushing it to death.
When are you guys, so going back to you guys were doing testing to getting the car ready for Jambo, I don't know a lot on what preparation goes into this. So, from a workshop perspective, and then from you as your car, what
was involved, yeah.
What's involved? How many of you are going? Are you taking motors?
No,
No, you guys.
Don't be silly, man.
Oh, this is
It takes oil,
Are you
filters, and
crazy?
plugs.
That's it. That's all. And lucky if we change the spark plugs.
Really? So you guys aren't stripping the motors down or anything?
Don't you change
not
plugs?
that often. Not if we have to.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to throw them out every run.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Because they went free a bonnet. Do you remember that?
Every single run, I'd put a new set of plugs in it.
Checkbook
Well, you don't have to. Is that a blower thing?
That's a
or
checkbook, yeah, that's a
They
blower thing,
recommend that
mate.
in turbo.
In fairness, Pro Charge car compared to what we're talking about are two different things. Like you're heating up the air that much hotter than what we are. It's a completely different.
And
animal,
especially
man.
if you're chasing up a tune up too, you got to
Read the plugs,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
if
I
you're
get
chasing a tune, you're gonna be doing that.
We don't, honestly, to run 560 in Greg's car, we never change plugs. Just run the car.
Yeah, but if you're like going after it, would you putting a new set of plugs in every run? Or-
Oh, if you're
got to.
chasing the
You've
tune
got
up,
to.
yeah, you
You've
have
got
to.
to.
You have to. You got to read those plugs. Yeah. And for the viewers that aren't, we tune the car from looking at the spark
Every
plug.
run,
Every run.
you pull the plugs out of the car.
And that tells you the story
Just to look
with
at
the
them.
tune up.
Look at
yeah.
them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then he'll make adjustments
Yeah.
to what the fuel needs.
So you guys have your data from Wednesday, and are you guys happy with where it's at for Jambo
yeah,
now?
look, before all of that, the car was at Moitz and Glenn or Skip. Call him Skip. Skip and Bill go through the car, chassis, heim joints. Like we go right through everything. We'll change heim joints. We'll just strip and do everything to it. Rescale the car, the front of it, make whatever adjustments we have to make to it, put it all together, and then come back. It comes back to the shop for this setup. I mean,
We built the engine.
redid the engine, changed a few things
Okay.
to the original configuration, what it was, and then go for it. And
So this was
change
like
some
your
electrical
first
stuff.
setting
Yeah, it's
with
got a
this?
brand new gearbox. Yeah, so even this gearbox is brand spanking new. So
Yeah.
the converter that's in it,
Yep.
we've never run it.
So you can say like nearly your first full pass with this combo went 540.
It is. It's pretty much 100%. It's a totally
100%.
different everything.
Yeah.
You know?
And then do you guys like have a game plan for testing? Because obviously there's a day of testing. Is it
There
day or
is.
2
So
days of
yeah,
testing?
there's 3 days of testing.
3 days of
Yeah,
testing.
There is, and we're going up on Friday.
Yep.
And we'll do if if the car goes down with 2 hits and we know where we are, we'll just
We're done.
leave
Put it on the
at that.
side and wait to race that.
We'll
Yeah,
have the
okay.
barbecue, make the coffees, and
Kick back.
kick back and do whatever. And
That's
and
part
then-
of it.
And then focus
yeah, so I've
on
been told.
and then focus
Yeah.
on race day. So there's in our crew there's 10.
Yep.
There's 10 or 12, but not that we need them.
Is
but
it
it's just
for,
family.
Just for your one car?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
for the one car, but it's
Yeah.
just because everyone's we're all family.
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much. His son's involved. Austin, Vic's son, John's
That's
involved.
awesome.
My son. So it's
Half of it's going
It's a
through
hangout
going
for
around
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah, it's more about that. you
John
know?
and Austin work for us in the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's our family.
It's our
you know.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And,
then
our main mechanic,
Yeah,
Anthony and
yeah,
Mark,
and Mark,
the engine
yeah.
builder who also built Zeta's
yeah,
engine.
his engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
coming,
coming
up and he's crewing the car. When you've got
Yeah.
that crew around you, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
we're all solid.
Yeah, it's not just about the driver. You
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
have the right
team.
crew. You do have to have the right team
And
behind
the
you.
right food.
And
Yes.
100%.
And
And
the
the
right
coffee. You've seen the coffee machine in
Have
mine.
you seen his truck?
Yes, I used to eat at his truck.
It has a coffee machine in it, like a proper coffee machine.
No way.
Coffee grinder.
You know what?
Yeah.
Zeta, you
Can
got
we?
coffee?
We need to get
That's
footage
a
of
machine.
Greg's truck and put it
I
in
haven't
this
got one
if we
yet.
can. It's sick.
Bro, I used to love going when him and Frank are race. You sit in the middle, bro. You just kick back.
Well, that's what happens. We're running both Frank's 2J and Greg's car next to each other
Yeah.
on the weekend.
You
What
watch
about
what'll
Frank's
happen on
Pro
the
Mod? Is
weekend.
he racing
Yeah.
it? Who? Frank's Pro Mod?
No.
It sounds
Just
like
gonna focus on the.
It actually
on the
sounds like
2J.
a really good vibe up there.
Yeah.
Like Jambo, is it Jambo Queensland, best vibe.
That sounds
Hey,
really
you should
good.
come.
I thought you were
No,
coming
no,
to Jambo.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Are you?
Yeah.
On your own or?
Why are you stuttering?
Because some of the boys are driving up. So I want to fly
okay.
there. I'd rather just fly in,
Fly
out.
out.
Yeah.
But it is,
I'll
especially
come.
between us, like even with Frank's team, the Tarabo brothers,
Yeah.
and all of us, we all just gel from the same hotel to the same. Everything's just shared out. We're all like one big.
Oh, that's mad.
It is, and that's what drives us
cool.
to going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool,
that's
yeah.
that's
You
what
look
makes
forward
us,
to it, going
That's
away.
what makes
Big
hanging out with the
Frank and
boys.
myself waste a shitload
With
of
the
money to
family
go
now,
and
that's it,
give everyone a holiday, and it is. It's the best. Actually, that's the best part of it. Even if we blow shit up, it is. We have a ball.
Yeah.
So
you're
it's-
creating
look,
memories
if you
at the
blow-
same time, right?
Yeah.
It's all about
If you blow
creating
shit up,
memories.
it's part of racing, eh?
It is.
racing.
It is.
That's racing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
It's a pretty big field this year.
Yeah,
And there's a
it's
lot of
exciting.
people coming, and especially
Yeah.
with the prize money. Do you have your eyes on anyone?
Look, it doesn't matter who pulls up next to me. I got to win that race. It doesn't matter whether
love
he's
that.
a 6.5.
Is there a
second
certain
guy or
race you're
whatever.
looking for, though?
No, it doesn't bother
Doesn't
me.
matter.
I'm not into the zone of
You sound nervous.
melting everyone down.
Nah, he's
No.
G'd. I like
You sound
it.
nervous.
No,
No,
you're
no,
nervous.
no.
I'm not getting nervous
I'm just,
like that.
yeah.
That's like
It's more about, and I've always been like that. I mean, we've always had that approach. It doesn't matter who pulls up next to us. We've got to get the job done.
I've never heard Zeta talk like that. That's a proper drag racer. I'm saying it. I've never heard Zeta talk. Never heard you talk like that, Zeta.
Zeta was track
That cheers me up.
It's all right. He'll learn. He'll learn.
Cheers me
It's all
up.
right.
He's like,
Vic, tell him, mate. Tell him.
he's over there. Laugh it up, boys. We're coming.
So, yeah.
knows,
Zeta's
that's cool.
cute, man. Zeta, hey, wasn't he the red light bandit? He never took off on green. You don't notice about Zeta?
No.
I've heard this.
I,
Bro,
don't-
he's got
actually,
that-
I think I have heard this.
He's got that many red lights.
Do we have any footage of this?
I do.
Oh, brother, plenty.
Can you explain yourself, please? Can we talk about this?
If you want to like cut a fucking 001, you've got a red light. Like it's just.
Well, no, because it's not a 001 then, it's a red light.
Oh, you're trying to cut the red light perfectly. Is because you want a good
So
reaction,
the reaction
time.
time, yeah, it's
I
very
think he got 5 red lights in
And
a
that's
row.
the thing about testing, right? Like you can fine tune your skill. Obviously, I didn't fine tune it, but you can fine tune your skill to like get used to it, get in with it. But yeah.
So you're a time board queen and reaction time.
His red
Well,
light
I'm
bandit.
I'm big on reaction time. I really like.
How big
to be
every
honest,
drag race.
fucking shut up, man.
It gets- it
I'm
gets
not
a
saying
guy.
I'm good at it, but I'm saying I'm big on trying to improve on it.
If it's during a testing day, then I think was it
That's
during
only during
That's
testing.
fine.
With drag racing, even
fine.
if you race someone and you lose, if you've cut a better light than him, it's like winning.
Oh,
Right?
okay,
That's it.
okay.
So that's
That's
it. So
really-
the
yeah.
light's
You lose, you
everything.
lose.
The light,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. But the light's like, yeah.
because
you
you've
do.
done everything right as a driver. You've
Yeah.
done your job.
Yeah.
But if you red light, obviously
You did it.
You haven't done your job.
No.
So really,
you're full of
Zeta wouldn't feel that feeling ever
full of
about the reaction.
I've cut a few lights.
what's a good reaction
Red.
time for everyone?
001.
Good question.
001. 001. But what's it?
And no,
what's
no,
it-
triple O.
A perfect light is 000.
Yeah, but then your time. Yeah, okay. So your timing.
Where you're leading pro mod guys that like
Point-
you're good.
0.02s?
So yeah, from 0.20 and up
Not
or
0.20.
0.3.
0.20 slow, bro.
Yeah,
Point
yeah,
oh.
0.20 is slow these days, but everyone's pretty sharp on the
No,
two.
that's
Point
O2, yeah, O2 is slow.
Point
Yeah.
oh.
Doesn't your
Gee,
fuel
reaction
tech box have like a delay thing? So it's like,
No.
doesn't that work or no?
No.
No,
Do
not in mine.
Like
but
playing in
you
general
can, you
fuel
can,
tank.
yeah, you
What's
can,
that
you
set it
can
up?
tune it.
You can set it
tune
up so that it's got a delay box,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, definitely.
What is it? Can you explain what that is?
Delay
so the
box.
delay box basically means that you let go of the button at a given time, and then the car doesn't necessarily take off when you let go of the button.
That's right.
You can have it take off at 0.04 of a second after you've taken your finger off the button.
Which will make
So
the
then
light work.
people then know that, you know, once they get that second light on, they'll let go of it, and then automatically it'll
And a lot
give
of
you
the American guys,
perfect
a
reaction.
lot of guys do it. Well, they'll adjust because depending on what lights they're cutting on the day, they'll actually adjust the box to react.
Yeah.
So if they're going to red light, they go in and they'll to go really sharp and cut a light. But if they go to red light, they'll actually adjust the delay on the box.
Do you
Give
do
it-
this?
No, I can't.
So do you-
I'm all me.
So
That's it.
do you have like a technique? So like when you, obviously you must know, okay, when I see it's
Three,
at
when you
this point,
see 3 orange bulbs, you let go of the button.
is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3.
But it all comes into where you put the car, like where you stage the
Deep
car,
stage,
all
shallow
that
stage, yeah.
all the rest of it.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so
You wouldn't know.
Because if you shallow stage, you get a bit of a run up.
Yeah, I always shallow stage when I'm racing with the manual car because then I can load the drive line.
You get a
with-
you get
that
a
little
run
bit
up.
of play.
Yeah.
Manual,
Yeah.
but a bit different.
Yeah, I know.
to
but
this.
I
But yeah,
understand
yeah.
what a shallow stage
Yeah.
is, mate.
Greg, let me ask you a question. Do you think that there's a lack of events for pro mods and for fast
Yeah.
cars for heads up racing? And do you think
That's why I
that
was a time board
if
queen.
there was an event that was held every 6 to 8 weeks, that would be successful? Or do you think that's too much?
6 to 8 weeks is too much. Look, there's guys that have got funds that can do 6 to 8 weeks, and there's guys that can't. And in all due respect, a lot of guys don't carry spare cylinder heads,
6
spare
to 8
cranks,
days, that
and
bloody
stuff
mate.
like that. And being here in Australia, this part's unavailable overnight. Too.
Yep.
So, from import tax to
Herman,
freight to
start
all the
making
rest of it.
parts.
So, and that's a big one. Here.
But there is a gap in events.
There is a massive gap in events, and yeah, we would like to see more.
But not that much.
Are we going to ever kick off a 1/8 mile deal?
I'm ready.
Huey?
Whenever
this is a conversation we had last time. How do you feel about 8th Mile?
Yeah, I'd bring it on.
Brother,
Yeah.
I'm telling
Bring
you,
it on.
it is the most
It doesn't
exciting
matter.
form of
Yeah.
racing. I know that a lot of the guys here are
like
hell
hearing
bent
it.
on quarter mile, but it's the most exciting form of racing because it's won at the fucking tree, mate.
In a screw-blown Hemi car, that is what I heard, the 8th Mile, that's where it's all
That's
at.
actually
But turbo stuff,
Pretty good way to look at it. It's one at the tree. That's pretty cool.
it's one of
It's
the
all
three.
at any race.
Yeah, but like when you're comparing a turbo and a screw-blown car, in that setting, it's one at the tree. Quarter mile, the turbo's going to drive around you. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes about that.
If they're
Makes
close.
sense.
I don't know. Ricker's car goes all right, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
very
know.
fast.
I know, but what I'm
Just a
saying
little
is,
bit.
generally, if you've got cars that are at the same point to the half,
Hmm.
there's no way a blown car is going to backdoor the way a turbo car
No,
does.
but you
It's
can.
impossible.
There's more tunability in a turbo car as opposed to a blown car.
which is
So-
why I like this 8th
yeah.
mile racing.
So even for me, when I say bring it on, I don't care whether it's 8th mile or quarter mile. I'm a quarter mile guy. I've always loved quarter mile.
Is that because
But
it's an Aussie thing?
I guess so. Yeah, it is. It is, but it's
Because in America it seems to be 8th Mile.
it is, and it's only halfway. That's the way
only
I look at
halfway.
it. But
It's
you
more
know,
competitive from what we hear.
it is competitive either way. Whether they've got a quarter mile race at the H drag strip this weekend
Yeah.
for is it 125 or 100 or 200 grand? Or
I don't know the money,
20
but
grand,
it's
whatever
a
it
big
is.
race, yeah.
But that's a quarter mile event there that they're having.
But it's the first quarter
So-
mile event they've done in a very, very long
It
time
is
as well.
Yeah, it
Where-
is,
where's
and
this?
it's because how
Flight
fast
Village.
these cars are going too. You know, the level of these cars is out of
It's gonna be
control
quick
now.
numbers.
Yeah, with PDRA and
all
those
small.
guys, they've got limited rules. They run quarter, but they're capped. You know, you'll see they run 560s, whether it's a turbo car, a
No,
co-charged car, or blown car.
NHRA, PDRA 's
NHRA,
eight
sorry, NHRA. So, you know, they run quarter.
But they're limited, like you said.
Limited, yeah.
What's limited?
They can't run X amount of boost. They've got to. The rules for blown cars and turbo cars are different.
It's like a Formula One.
So as soon as one of the classes stands out, they have to handicap them so they can bring them parity.
Makes it more competitive.
It's really, really difficult
I've
racing.
said this over and over again, and
But it's got to be policed.
And I've spoken to a lot of guys about it as well. I think if we adopt the rule set that they've got over there in the States, bring it here, it creates that parity between the different cars, blower, turbo, pro charge, whatever the deal, nitrous. It gives everyone an opportunity to race on a level playing field, and then you race to the 8th. Like, I feel that that's something we need to really do here. If we
And
want any
it
success
nearly
at having-
happened, like with Ricker, where when they put it out there and they
He's
were
still
talking over
trying.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
I got excited. I ordered turbos. I got 88s. I'm ready to go.
No,
I
he's
just
got-
want
he's
to
gotta
race.
do it. He's
We just
waiting
want to
for his
race.
track and all that stuff
We
to
want to
be
race.
finalised.
So again, yeah, it will happen. And again,
Look, I
any
think-
pro mod thing, we'll support it. We've got to support it. There's only a handful of
Yeah.
cars here in Australia.
And I
So,
think
you
the
know.
reality is if there was an event that people could race at that probably happened 4 or 5 times in the year, would be perfect opportunity to go and race. Whether that happens here at one racetrack, whether that happens between Sydney, Willowbank, the Bend, I think they're sort of the premium racetracks that you want to be racing.
Yeah, and
at,
then you can
know?
have the group of racers that will go out and do it. And even if you know when they've got the 585 deal, on the back of it, you can run exhibition, not mixing up with the guys. So if you've got Andrew and Greg sitting in the back and going for the time board, you know, there's
Should be
fun there.
exciting.
That's exciting too. So
So the first thing that
So-
needs to happen is the association needs to adopt the rule set similar to what they've got in the States.
the members
but
won't do
which-
it. See,
which
there's a
body?
member. Yeah, you can't. The members won't do it because
Your
they're happy
body's
with
not
it.
going to do it. Let's start on a body then.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
that's
to.
what I'm saying.
You
Yeah,
do.
right.
You got to start something different because this 585 thing is affordable for everyone else. There's no
Can we
politics.
do it now?
There's
Like,
no
who's
nothing.
The,
It's
who's
easy
the president? I
it's
think
easy
Mac's
to
the
go.
president. Ashraf's the secretary because he's good at handling money. Or the treasurer.
Treasurer.
I like that.
And I'm
Starting
happy-
to
and
sound
I'm
like a
happy to be
bikie
the
gang.
secretary. But I think that that's something the sport needs, man. Like, we really need to.
What you can do is you can have the group of guys that are, you know, that want to race and let these 585 deals like that class run, and in the back of it, if you've got half a dozen cars betting against each other, put money in a pot.
That'd be unreal.
There you go.
Would you care if there was imports in it?
Yeah, you're the one who was
Okay,
against
so
it. Yeah, I remember that. You were against
Let's talk.
imports.
No, I'm not against them.
Yes,
It's
you
a different style
It's
of
not a-
racing.
it's not a
Imports
pro mod.
don't race. No, it's not. For starters, it's not a pro mod. But the
That's a
imports
wannabe.
don't race. They don't stage. They don't race like the way we race. We're there to race to win, not we're there to race a time board. So they created, when Jason Hedges had come to us and took over and did the PDRC, whatever it was called, he created an import class because
Pro-import, yeah.
we had a few racers come to the association saying, hey, can you do what you're doing for the V8s, for the 6 cylinders? We go, well, here's the Pro Extreme Association, which is still there. Take it, and you guys, workshops,
Run that.
create it and run it and support it. So I said to Hedges at that time, I said, man, give the import guys a class to run in. So, you know, you got your rotaries, okay, they've got a big following. Problem was no one was showing up. No one supported
Are you
it.
saying in Australia no one races?
No, yeah.
Because overseas they.
In overseas they
imports-
do, but
the
here in
imports
Australia,
races.
here in
Yeah.
Australia, it's
Okay,
like,
okay,
and you'll see it when you've got me staging and you got them staging, and then bringing up revs, bringing them down, and carrying on, and it's not. It's just the way that car's built. It's a style of car. It's totally different to trying to race a blown screw Hemi.
Are you saying it's harder for them to get on
No, no,
boost?
no.
There's
than
a
it to
different
be?
process. You've got to do a whole different process.
I think
to
what
do
he's,
it.
I need this
I think what he's
explained.
trying to say is that in Australia the import cars don't really race like they do.
in the States.
Like
yeah.
in the States.
States,
Well,
yeah.
How? Like, what's different?
It takes them 5 minutes to come
in
up on boost.
in the States, the
Fucking-
cars are all set up to race.
Yeah.
So they come up straight away. They can.
Yeah,
they
so,
can
so they're not
compete.
coming up on. It's
He-
taking them ages. They're fucking
yeah.
around to get up on boost.
He
and-
wants to be faster than Joe Blow that's got, you know, a 2J or whatever. That's the thing.
So it's
here in
chasing
Australia.
numbers.
Cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But
I do see a bit with factory extreme type cars.
yeah, you'll see it. on
You'll
the
see that
weekend.
it's
Yeah.
not, they'll let the other guy go. It's
Yeah.
not about that. They are racing the time board, being the time board queen.
And that's the reason why we couldn't put them,
this sort
mix
of
them
racing,
in. We
I
tried
understand it's racing.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And we tried it, you know, it happened. Like,
Didn't a pro import win though? Didn't in the last pro mod one or no? It didn't.
no, never.
Who won that one?
Which last
Pretty
promo
sure
was
about that, wasn't
There
he?
was a
Nah,
there was a
never.
pro mod
It
event
didn't
when there
happen.
were the factory extreme cars racing in it. When Gas was there and someone else was there.
No, never ever.
World Cup they win.
But there's no pro mods in the World Cup.
I know, but they race and they race properly and. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
but there's
yeah,
not
yeah.
pro
That's a
mods.
different story.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Overseas they race.
Overseas, yeah. I love
So
watching
if-
the guys overseas. That's
if you-
that's racing.
Yeah, if you could adapt what they do over there and bring it here and then
Yeah.
incorporate it in, it'll be sick.
100%.
Yeah, but
and
you
it might happen this weekend with the 25 grand up.
They're gonna race.
Yeah, you'd be crazy. Yeah, sure enough, your car can run a 580, but I'd be turning it down to win the race, to make it last, because it's a 6-cylinder. All due respect, it's a 6-cylinder, and you've got to carry some spares. A lot of
Nine to be exact.
But,
This is why Herman makes money.
you know,
Actually doesn't.
but I'm hoping this weekend, you know, with that sort of money, that everybody gets excited and actually races this time. Worries about how
Next
the car
weekend,
pulls
next
up
weekend.
next weekend. Yeah, worries about how the car pulls up and the driver does his job and cuts the light and does all that sort of stuff. So it'll be exciting to watch. I hope it happens. Yeah.
100%.
And there's how many cars? I think there's 15. Actually, the Pro Mod field's got 17. That's got the biggest.
Yeah, it's a big field, man.
Biggest-
It's going to be
yeah.
fucking mad.
Yeah,
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah, it's
It
going to be
is.
sick.
It is. It'll be good.
Is Zeta entered? Do you know?
Zeta who?
There you go. That's what it's all about, Zeta.
It's a good plate on your window. Zeta who?
It's not too late. It's not too late, Zeta.
He's going. I reckon he's going to go.
Yeah, he's coming to watch the faggot.
Do we have to bleep that?
Yeah, probably
Can't say
should,
that.
mate.
Say what?
What word?
Sorry.
The F word.
Who said that?
No one.
Okay.
They're already here for you.
What did I say?
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Pleasure.
Before
Yeah.
we go,
Yeah.
there is one mention. That
Oh, yes, there is.
Chris Rashke from ARP died last week at the Bonneville Salt Flats on the Salt, 550 something k an hour.
Wow.
The car went up in the air. It was horrific. And they tried to revive him at the scene, but apparently he was still alive. But then not long after, I knew Chris. I was dealing with him, and it's really sad because someone that you know is that you're emailing the day before, and then all of a sudden he dies. You're thinking, hang on, I haven't got that email. Oh, that's right, he died. It's out of this world. It's not cool. So that was pretty heavy for the industry last week, and also we had someone at the circuit track at Eastern at City Motorsport Park, I think.
One of the officials.
One of the officials died. I think that was a week before. So I know that that's racing and it happens and it's the risk that everyone takes.
Just got to make sure all your safety measures and everything's all good.
Man, that guy,
Try your best.
Yeah.
Nah, look,
Anything
everyone,
can happen, but he's got to.
everyone wants to go home to their families and stuff, man, and it's sad when that happens. And may they rest in peace and
God rest their soul.
condolences to their families.
Condolences to their families and all the rest of that.
100%.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a thing. It's guys. I can't explain it. When you strap yourself into a missile, especially cars like Zeta's and mine, it doesn't matter whether it's a 6-cylinder or in any of them, but these cars are serious bit of gear, and the respect for the car and the crew and everybody being working on the job, from packing parachutes. We've seen things where chutes haven't opened, things like that. It's a risky game. It is. It's not.
People
it's not
always
something to
say
take
that at least
lightly.
they went doing what they love. But what about everyone that they left? What about their families?
Yeah, we get it.
It's not much as a consolation.
Yeah, and I've had friends and family that have smashed up in this sort of thing, and of course you do. But it's something that we do that we're so passionate about and we love.
Not going to stop doing it.
We're not. But it's just a risk in life that we do it. You could walk across the road and something can happen too. So
Absolutely.
Life's short. If you know, sometimes you just don't know, eh?
It's not if, it's when. So
Yep.
Never know.
Anyway, moreover, we need to set up a association, V8s,
Yep.
Pro Mod, 8th Mile, do something.
Sit back.
Give us your ideas.
And
Is there a
actually,
show and shine
Murad,
for
you
this
should
event that
do
you want to
an
for your car,
import. You
man?
should do an import thing, man. I'm telling you, if someone takes the reins, it'll work. It'll definitely
He's
work.
not that fast, so there's no point.
It doesn't matter.
It's
It doesn't matter.
straight car
He'll still
values.
make it
Look at
work.
Murad.
Yeah.
He can do it.
We're going to do
He is.
something.
Yeah, it will grow.
We're
It will
doing
grow.
something.
Yeah, we're working on something in
We
the
started
background.
off with 6 Pro mods, and now you're getting 17 to 18 coming racing, and even though it's 585 thing, but you'll get guys like myself and Campo at the moment that we're not chasing the 585 thing, but
I've
we'll
spoken
go
to a
out the
few
back.
guys,
And,
to be honest, and asked their opinion on whether they'd be interested in running 8th Mile, and there was a lot of them that said they would.
No one wants to do 8th miles at all.
We'll
a
leave
little
the
bit-
1/4 mile for the 6 cylinders, and
Yep.
we'll leave the 8th mile for the...
They don't make it that
Maybe
far
he's a
down.
bit scared.
For the
He
real
doesn't
deal.
want to do quarter. He wants to break the new
Oh,
car
no,
in on the
it's
8th
understandable.
mile.
I'll do a 1/4 mile when it goes 340s. I'll do a 1/4 mile then.
It's a bit hard to do a 1/4 mile in a show car, man. If you drive the thing, right?
If
You're not
I go
coming to Jambo.
340, I promise I'm going
340
1/4 mile.
what?
Whatever, 340, 9999, doesn't matter, whatever.
It's gotta
I
have a
promise you
4
the
in it.
next run after that is going
it's going to
1/4
be a
mile.
4.
So what would that equal in the 1/4 mile?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think you do know. I think you do know.
It'll be fast.
It'd be very fast getting off it.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited. We're just excited to see the car run. That's all.
I'm excited to do a burnout, man. Seriously. Far out, it's been like maybe
might-
pots. I can test there. Yeah?
Listen, you should bring it up because I might need a spare. So, at least we know.
I was expecting to
we've got
see
the
the
tune,
car
we've got
here.
everything.
But we're still waiting for
I'm
the push
still
rods.
waiting for my mate. You wouldn't read about it. All right, guys. Thank you.
And good luck at
Thank you.
Jambo.
Good
Yeah,
luck, you
good luck,
guys.
man.
Thank you for
Good luck.
having
Wedding
us.
to go
Thanks
to,
for coming on,
someone
guys.
wrap it up.
Con, Vic, thank you very much. We appreciate
You
it.
guys are gentlemen and appreciate what you do for the sport.
Hopefully you go at 5-2.
All win.
See how we go.
All win. Yeah.
See you, Jambo.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
These are the moments, only got one life. This is your moment, whether wrong or right. Be your own enemy.